It is 3 a.m. Your body is exhausted, but your mind is running a marathon on a broken treadmill. A conversation from 6 hours ago, a mistake from 6 years ago, a disaster that hasn't happened. This is not problem solving. You call it being careful. Science calls it rumination. Rumination is the focused attention on symptoms of one's distress as well as its possible causes and consequences, rather than its solutions. It involves repetitively dwelling on negative feelings, past mistakes, or worries, which can worsen depression and anxiety. And here is the trap. You believe if you think long enough, you'll find control. You won't, because overthinking isn't a search for answers, it is a survival instinct that forgot the tiger died. What overthinking actually is, let's get precise. Problem solving has a destination. Overthinking has a spinning wheel. Clinically, overthinking is the repetitive focus on the cause of your distress without ever moving to a solution. It lives in your brain's default mode network, the part that activates when you're idle, thinking about yourself, the past, or the future. Normally, the DMN switches off when you start a task, but in chronic overthinkers, it gets stuck, not analyzing, replaying, and there is a biological reason for this madness. Why your brain does it, survival instinct. Your brain is a prediction engine. 200,000 years ago, if you heard rustling in the bushes, the person who thought, what if it's a tiger, survived. That is a negativity bias, a hardwired survival algorithm. Your brain assumes the worst case is the most likely, because missing one threat could kill you. A false alarm only wastes energy. But here is the brutal truth. You do not have a tiger problem. You have a text message problem, and your ancient amygdala cannot tell the difference between a predator and an awkward silence in a group chat. So your brain does what it was built to do, manufacture threats. On a planet without predators, that instinct becomes a cage. Why overthinking is worse today? Why is this torture exploding now? Here are 3 reasons. 1. Chronic uncertainty. Your brain craves closure. When facts are missing, it generates fiction. Modern life is a fog of ambiguity. Overthinking fills the void. 2. The paradox of choice. Every decision, what to eat, who to date, what to believe, has 10,000 permutations. Your prefrontal cortex is not a supercomputer. It's a bicycle carrying 10,000 passengers. 3. Social comparison. You are not just thinking about your life. You are thinking about your life compared to 500 curated highlight reels of strangers. That is not introspection. That is psychological self-harm. You think overthinking is harmless? A quirk? It is not. Chronic rumination floods your system with cortisol. Cortisol literally shrinks your hippocampus, the seat of memory and learning. You aren't solving problems. You are making your brain worse at solving future problems. Hidden danger, action paralysis. Overthinking creates the illusion of control while destroying your ability to execute. Research shows overthinkers are 40% less likely to act on opportunities because they are still analyzing risk in an imaginary scenario. And finally, rumination is the single strongest cognitive predictor of clinical depression, not sadness, loops without solutions. You are not protecting yourself. You are rehearsing a disaster script until it becomes your identity. So, how to stop it? To break the loop, you cannot argue with the thought. You have to hack the hardware. Here is the 3-step protocol from cognitive neuroscience. 1. Name the loop. The moment you say, I am not solving, I am ruminating, you shift activity from your hyperactive DMN to your control center. Don't engage the content, label the process, say it out loud, loop detected. 2. Schedule the worry. Tell your brain, I will obsess about this from 4 to 4:10 p.m. and not 1 second before. This is not suppression, it is negotiation. Your amygdala learns the threat is on a leash. 3. The physical interrupt. Overthinking is stuck in your head. To exit, you must enter the body. Splash cold water on your face, hold an ice cube, do 20 jumping jacks. Physical sensation is a circuit breaker for the rumination loop. Here is the final truth. Your brain will always generate noise. That is its job, but you do not have to build a house inside the feedback loop. Stop trying to think your way out of overthinking. Start acting your way out, because the opposite of overthinking is not silence. It is motion. Loop detected. Now move. Subscribe for more psychological hacks.